And we are live. There's 5 seconds left, but this game is fucking over because Jimmy fucking Garoppolo, fucking porn stars instead of practicing out routes. Jimmy Garoppolo comes up weak at the end. Kansas City Chiefs have won Super Bowl 54. And wow, gentlemen, we all picked the San Francisco 49ers to win this game, and they came up short. Patrick Mahomes had a rough start, but he bounced back. What are you guys' initial thoughts about this historic victory for Andy Reid and how shitty? Oh, he's fucking chucking one at the end.
Who, Garoppolo?
No, Garoppolo? Mahomes chucked one at the end to run it out on fourth down. But
okay.
Jeremy, what do you think about this game?
Jimmy Garoppolo's overrated as fuck. This is a fantastic football team that he has around him, and all it needed was for him to make a few plays, and he couldn't do it. He could not do it. Jimmy Garoppolo is overrated. This was not an elite defense that he was facing. This is not a top-tier defense at all. Patrick Mahomes had a shitty night. Everything was there for Jimmy G. Everything. And he could not make it happen. So I'm just that's my biggest takeaway from it is Jimmy Garoppolo's overrated as hell. Absolutely.
Yeah, and right now, just watching Andy Reid hug his family, and God, that's got to feel good for you. We talked about it just briefly before we came on, but Andy Reid, a guy that everybody is kind of rooting for right now. There's not too many people that dislike the guy. You got to feel great for him as much as you hate fucking putting ketchup on his steak, Patrick Mahomes. Ketchup on his macaroni and cheese, Patrick Mahomes. Who had a rough start. But Drunk, what did you think of this game? You were giving us updates all along about how right you thought every single one of your fucking predictions were going to be. But what did you think about the game overall?
You had to lead in with that one, didn't you?
I had to lead in with that.
At least I was close. Close don't count. They don't count.
What losers say. At least I was close.
Oh wow, I'm a loser. All right. Here we go. I'm happy for Andy Reid. I'm happy for him. That's all I got.
No, yeah.
I thought the halftime show was amazing. Good to see my Latin brothers and sisters representing.
Better than Beyonce. Better than Beyonce. It's the only thing I'll say right here. Give me a screen.
Not even close.
Give me a screen share, Ryan.
Oh yeah, I know what you're saying. This thing is fucking disturbing.
Better than Beyonce. Tonight's halftime show better than Beyonce. And to be clear, pretty much everything is better than Beyonce. But we'll leave it at that.
We did say earlier that if they kept Mahomes from running, which when they kept him in the pocket, he played terrible. He did. He threw 2 picks. But the 49ers couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, and
that's where it was. That's where it was. They did what we told them that they should do. Keep Mahomes in the pocket. He was going to make a mistake. Threw 2 interceptions, but the offense couldn't capitalize on it. And that's the difference of the game. That's the difference.
And I'll get into it here after we read these couple super chats. So David Hervey for $5. Go Chiefs. Thanks, Shanahan, for depending on Jimmy G at the end. Well, that was part of the problem with this game plan is they did not trust him at all to make any plays throughout the entire game. And then Teresa Martin, thank you, Teresa, for $1.99. Here's to the losers. And then she also says Baby Yoda is greater than Baby Nut. They are both equally shit. That is what I will say. The reason that this Baby Nut thing happened is because of Baby Yoda. I blame him. But I put out a tweet, as soon as with a minute and 40 seconds left and they stop the Chiefs on third down going into halftime, they do not call a timeout. Right then I put out a tweet that said Shanahan does not trust Jimmy G. And that's the absolute truth because you should have called a timeout right there. Even John Lynch was asking for it. The GM up in the box. You got to call that timeout so you can drive down the field. Yep. But their plan was to run out the clock. They called 2 running plays, ran the clock all the way down until they finally threw a slant route that happened to break free to get them, 30 yards and give them a chance. They did not trust Jimmy Garoppolo. They didn't want to turn it over. They were satisfied with going into the locker room 10-10, and it came back to bite them in the ass. Yeah. Kyle Shanahan was scared, I think because of what happened to him with Matt Ryan and because he just doesn't trust Garoppolo.
No, that's exactly right. Let me give Tugs is here. Let me go ahead and wrench Tugs.
Yes,
Boom.
good idea.
There you
Great
go.
idea.
But yeah, you called it. You said it first. You know, and I've never been that big of a fan of Jimmy G. I know he got a lot of hype because he won a couple of games in New England when Brady was hurt, and he's got the look that the media wants, and they just want to sit there and hype him up. But he's just not that good. I mean, he's found himself in some great situations, but when it comes down to the moment, he's not a great quarterback. He's a good quarterback. He's not bad. He's competent, but this game was literally laid out on a silver platter for him.
Yeah,
I mean, Mahomes is struggling like hell.
Yeah.
You've got the lead, and all you need to do is make a few plays, and boom, you're there. But well,
I agree. I agree. And he seemed to be rolling in the first half. I mean, he wasn't playing bad, but
he was the game manager.
Man, too much pressure. He can't. He's not big time, like you said. He's not big time. The pressure he just was flinging it.
Well, they rushed fucking six. They rushed fucking six people almost the entire second half. Whenever it was a passing down, they rushed six because they weren't scared that Garoppolo was going to make a play, make a good enough throw to find an open man. And you saw it at the end. Emmanuel Sanders running fucking free. They could have won the game right there, and Garoppolo saw him and freaked out and, overthrew him, unfortunately for them.
Well, even in the last play, the fourth quarter play, he had two wide open on this. I mean, I guess you couldn't see it, but on the right side when he did that double whatever that thing was, just trying to fling it out of his hands, and he had two wide open on the right. I guess he couldn't see, but that's
Blue-eyed Scorpio says, "I'll choke in the Super Bowl to look like Jimmy G." I'd be knee deep before this comment goes through. That's true. That's the problem. Jimmy G spending too much time looking in the mirror instead of looking at his fucking playbook. Jimmy G nervous. The G stands for gets, because that's what we saw today. Ain't no doubt.
Yep.
But Jimmy trying to do an Eli throw.
Ryan Randon says, once again, this proves why Brady is the GOAT. Brady is the GOAT. He absolutely is. Patrick Mahomes did not deserve to win this game at all, but the moment happened, and he benefited from shitty Jimmy Garoppolo. It's that simple.
Yeah. And it wasn't like Jimmy's line was playing, but it wasn't like Jimmy's line was playing bad or anything like that. He just,
there was a lot of double clutch moments. He had guys open that he didn't want to throw across the middle. He had,
and his running game wasn't bad. The Niners' running game really wasn't that bad. It just wasn't bad.
Now they did there was a couple things where Mostert got loose and Coleman got loose once or twice, but for the most part they shut down the running backs. They had a little issue when they started running Deebo Samuel on those end arounds. And getting a lot of motion, getting a lot of lateral motion, making the Chiefs move. They had some issues with that. The Gatorade was orange, guys. So if you picked orange Gatorade in the prop bet, you are a winner. If you picked anybody else, get fucked. But orange Gatorade wins the prop bet. Just saw that.
Yeah, I love 19K Fox. Nothing says desperate like a two-handed pass.
That's true.
That was bad. That was bad. That was really bad. But yeah, overall, look, man, Patrick Mahomes is now. This is the media's new darling. Aaron Rodgers, you are yesterday's news. They are done with you. It is now. The media is basically going to anoint Patrick Mahomes as the greatest human being to ever live in the history of life. Get ready. ESPN is going to send this through the roof. Fox Sports is going to send this through the roof. And look, Patrick
Mahomes, is he going to be like on every commercial like Peyton Manning was?
This is going to be like Steph Curry. When like Steph Curry comes in and kind of changes the way the game is played a little bit, and everybody starts saying he's the greatest of all time. Like the kind of shit we heard with Steph those first couple years when he was doing things people had never seen before. Mm-hmm. And then eventually people got a little tired of the Warriors. They got tired of Steph. They weren't sure why they were tired of Steph. Seemed like a good guy, but
I don't like Steph. I was
really
sick and tired of him. I was sick and tired of Steph Curry.
But yeah, like he seems like a good guy, but for some reason people just get sick and tired of him. That is what we're going to have with Patrick Mahomes. I think he's going to be someone that is going to let people hate him. You know what I mean? Like this is going to be the guy going forward that people just kind of get sick and tired of with Patrick Mahomes. But for now,
I do want to give Driving Mayhem a shout out. Big Chiefs fan, been a Chiefs fan, been in our comments, been a supporter. You know, we've had a few back and forths during these streams, but genuinely can give them a congratulations. Congrats to you and your Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes. And just me as a football fan, I am happy for Andy Reid. I am genuinely happy for Andy Reid. I like Andy Reid. He's Ryan, you said it best before we went live. Go ahead and say what you
Oh, Andy Reid. Yeah, Andy Reid. Like, it's so hard to hate Andy Reid. Andy Reid is just a big fat guy that never said there's anything wrong to anybody. He's just nice. Everything seems to kind of not go his way. And you're just like, oh, man, it kind of sucks because you're fat and you're nice. You know, I kind of like you, bro. Like, that's Andy Reid. Everybody likes Andy Reid. And even the memes against him when he's sitting there
like
reading.
Wilford Brimley.
He's probably, he's probably got diabetes too, to be honest. So I love the meme where he's, reading the Chick-fil-A menu or something. It just, even when you're making fun of Andy Reid, it's just adorable. He's a good dude. Matt G for $1. Thank you, Matt G. And we also have Sir Ruin of House Roundhead for $9.99.
My buddy.
Jeremy, as you know, I met Paul Rudd and he is a Chiefs fan, so I am happy for him. Otherwise, I wish the Ravens could be champs now. I hope Trump gives Andy Reid a lot of cheeseburgers. Yes.
Sir Ruin, great. Sir Ruin of House Roundhead took me to a Patriots game earlier this year. I really, really appreciated that. Also he's done a lot for Geeks and Gamers. He's done a lot for us. And, really do appreciate that. That's a fantastic super chat right there. And thank you for the super chats, everyone. It helps the channel. We have, Geeks and Gamers is now a legitimate business. Every channel we have, everything we have is all based upon, the revenue we can generate. And so obviously the main channel does a good job of generating revenue, but Sports Wars is its own entity. And so any support that you show to this channel, we do appreciate that. Smash the melee button. And we got a lot of good things that we're working on. We didn't fully get this channel developed out how we wanted to for this football season, but we're definitely going to be ready to fire on all cylinders by next football season. But in the meantime, we're going to do a lot for basketball season, and it's an exciting time. So congratulations to all the Chiefs fans out there, for real. Like, I do mean that. I am going to react to Patrick Mahomes much like I've reacted to Aaron Rodgers and to Steph Curry. I'm not gonna, I think Steph Curry was fantastic, but the overhype of Steph Curry drove me crazy, and the same with Aaron Rodgers. And I feel that's where we're heading with Patrick Mahomes. It's going to be a lot of overhype by the media and a lot of fans, and we'll see. But Mahomes is in a fantastic position right now. Brady at the end of his career. Mahomes is kind of set to maybe win the next, in the next 10 years, this guy could win 3 or 4 Super Bowls, maybe more. I mean, he absolutely could. So it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I totally agree. And I do feel like, listen, Patrick Mahomes has had an incredible 2-year run. A 2-year run like we've never seen for somebody 24 years old. It is absolutely incredible, and he deserves all the credit in the world for what he's done. However, like we said, he made some pretty crucial mistakes in this game, and they're just lucky that the 49ers didn't trust Garoppolo enough to let him do anything. And that Garoppolo is just so weak. It's kind of right. You gotta be hurting if you're a 49ers fan, because you had it and you let it go. Kind of like we said in the pregame show. And then David Hervey says, Ryan, leave Big Red alone. You should have capitalized big. Chiefs Nation, stand up. Yeah, absolutely. No, congrats to Chiefs Nation. Congrats to Andy. Like I said, I'm clowning on him a little bit, but I absolutely I'm happy for Andy Reid. Kyle Shanahan is going to have a lot of opportunities.
Agreed.
Although I do think you can criticize him a little bit for what happened in the end of the first half. God, Terry Bradshaw looks pregnant right now. God. I'm just looking at him on screen. Holy cow. They're gonna pan 6 feet to the left. His gut's still going to be in the shot. But, good for Andy Reid. He's not going to have too many more chances, as good as this team is going to be, he's getting pretty old. So,
Kenneth Coast got a question. I'll let you address that one, Ryan. So,
who does? Kenneth Cook. Here we go. What about baseball season, Jeremy? Ryan does baseball content, but that's it. Any other baseball fans on the Sports Wars team? Well, we do have. There's some caveats, right? Drunk likes baseball, but I'm pretty sure he's a Miami Marlins fan, so that's barely considered a baseball team. We do also have Aaron. Aaron is also a baseball fan, but he's a Chicago White Sox fan. So again, that doesn't really count. So I will be mostly holding down the baseball content, but I'm sure we'll get it more.
Yeah, and we will work on it, getting more in here. Really, it comes down to, and it's really simple. It's what people are watching, and if the baseball content is turning solid numbers, then we will put more emphasis into that content. Right now what we're learning is that breaking news is gold on sports and the algorithm and everything like that. If you're kind of ahead of the curve and you can get out in front of breaking news, you definitely are going to get ahead of the game. So I don't watch baseball anymore. That's not to say I won't get into baseball again, but I'm an old school baseball fan. Barry Bonds, King Griffey Jr., those are the days. Bring back steroids. I'll watch day one. You just tell me steroids are legal and they can juice and they can just hit.
You realize that more home runs were hit this season than any other season in Major League Baseball history, right?
I don't care. I just want to see. I want to see.
That's what they're fucking doing, Jeremy.
Yeah, I just want to see. I just want to see people, roided up and getting really angry, growing out of their helmets. I want to see.
That's why you like me. I wish I had steroids. I would be fucking shooting them all day. I don't care what it does to my nuts. I want to get jacked. So I wish it could happen. But there is going to be baseball content. I'll tell you that the highest viewed video on this channel is baseball. So I will make sure that we get some baseball content out there. And baseball is a long season. There's stuff going on every day.
Man, you're right. Terry Bradshaw is bigger than Andy Reid.
Yeah, it must. Does shingles make you fat as hell? Is that what shingles does? I know Terry Bradshaw has that. But
I didn't know all that information.
David Hervey for $2. Ryan, who did the Chicago Bears pass up in 2017? Well, they passed on Deshaun Watson and they passed on Patrick fucking Mahomes to move up to trade a first-round pick with San Francisco to move up to get bitch Trubisky.
Here we go.
God.
That's it right there. That is the Super Bowl right there. Boom.
That's like a picture. Someone needs to take this picture. I bet Jeremy tweeted out already. So if anyone's listening, take this picture and put Jeremy on the small person and drunk on Patrick Mahomes or on Jimmy Garoppolo. Right? That could be Jeremy.
There we go. Retweet.
Alex, you are not the only one that watches the WWE. Don't worry.
You may be the only one that likes it still.
Hey, yeah, we are currently working on a professional wrestling related show, not specific to WWE, but what is it, AEW?
Is that where it's fucking at right now?
And so we're definitely working on that. I'm waiting for Punk to actually come back to the ring. If CM Punk can come back to the ring, it won't happen. But
every time I make a WWE video, they strike it. So
yeah,
we just got to get more clever.
We got to get more clever.
Yeah. But WWE is. Listen, I would love to sit there and bitch about how Roman Reigns is awful. The only way they could get anyone to cheer for Roman Reigns is literally when he got cancer and they thought he was going to die. That's the only time anybody liked Roman Reigns. He is awful, true. And why they keep pushing him? Why the fuck they keep pushing? Why the fuck Brock Lesnar keeps holding on to this title when he's a part-time bitch is just inexplicable to me. It's driven me away from WWE.
Me too. Same here. Speaking of that, XFL season is coming up, and I'm looking forward to it. And I want to see a return of He Hate Me. And I know it's going to be different. So I am actually looking forward to it this time around to see what happens. I didn't watch the XFL last time around. Pretty
soon. Yeah, there's a team in LA actually.
Patrick Mahomes is officially the NFL or the Super Bowl MVP. So
wow.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
I don't know how I feel about that. What were Damian Williams' stats look like? Yeah.
What?
Boom. Right there.
There you go. I'll add that to the tags.
Oh God, that's so bad.
Oh, that is really dumb. That's cringe as hell. Anyway, I wonder what. I haven't actually looked at any stats from this game, to be honest. Like at the end. So Patrick Mahomes, 286, just short of my 300. I would have lost my money. 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. Damian Williams had 100 yards rushing and a touchdown, and I know he had a receiving touchdown as well. So yeah, I guess you can give it to Patrick Mahomes. But he did come. They came back in the fourth quarter, did what they needed to do.
Hologram Nunchuck has the most important question.
Who looked better, Shakira? Shakira, 100%. J-Lo wore one of those suits that like covers her entire body, but is kind of see-through, so you couldn't really tell what she looked like under there. Shakira's out there showing everything, so it was definitely. I would give 2 answers to that, and it would be Shakira. That's what I would say. That's
Shakira, definitely. And shout out to everything that wasn't Beyonce tonight. That was the best part of the Super Bowl. Everything that wasn't Beyonce was awesome. That's pretty much my standard for anything where she's related, because she was there with Jay-Z, reminding everyone that it doesn't matter how ugly you are, you got a shot. But it's still
yeah, Jay-Z, yeah, he really is. Especially when he lets his hair grow out a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. But that's where we are at. Hello, everyone. We got almost 80 people watching. That's a really good turnout for our live streams here. We're going to try to do more live stream reactions to sports stories. It'll obviously be, NBA related here and NFL draft related, which is a very exciting thing for me because I really am anxious to see where Tua Tagovailoa goes. I'm hoping he falls to the second half of the first round where he doesn't go to a trash fire like Miami.
Abu Nas.
Abu Nas.
Long time 49ers fan.
Oh, man. And he doesn't have any ears. Poor Abu.
I know.
They got to have a good team, though. They have such a young, solid defense. With such a Richard Sherman, who I think Richard Sherman is well past his prime, to be perfectly honest with you. He still likes to talk trash whenever he does anything noteworthy. He will let you know. So basically everything Richard Sherman has done that has been better than average over the past year, you've heard about it from him. So you've heard about him like 4 times. I think Richard Sherman is past his prime, but that defense overall is young and ready. They are going to be good for a long time. Garoppolo's young too, and he's won. You can't deny that he's won in the league. I think he's 28-6 now overall as a starting quarterback. He
was behind Brady for how many years was he behind Brady?
2, I think.
4.
I think it was his. I think it was his third. It was his 4th year that they traded him. Because that would have been his last year under contract.
Yeah.
XFL starts this Saturday. Really?
Now, do they have a preseason?
I don't know.
I would imagine they do not have a preseason. There's no way they're going to have a preseason.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I wouldn't think.
Kryptonic G with the no
Chargers,
years, no Super
let's
Bowl.
See. Chargers giving land extension. Moving on from Rivers, they could draft a QB. Could be Tua.
Yeah, but Tua can't play. Tua can't play this year, can he?
No, I think the expectation is to draft. To draft Tua and have him set. And
so they have that dude from Buffalo, Tyrod Taylor. The Chargers have Tyrod Taylor right now, who could be a stepping stone to another quarterback. But they did give Anthony Lynn an extension for some reason after one good season.
Wow, they got. I'm sorry. XFL Week 1, and all the games are broadcasted. Fox, ESPN, ABC.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Well, that's cool. I didn't know that.
Crazy Eye Jedi for $2. KC Chiefs, yes, for the win. Yeah, it was. And, this game, much like a lot of Super Bowls, it seems, it started off slow. It just did. I think everybody's, you've got nerves. You got a little tentative play calling. You had 2 fairly long drives to kind of start the game, with the exception of the 3-and-out by the Chiefs. The 49ers then went about 6 minutes and drove down the field, kicked the field goal. The Chiefs got it back, and I think they had a very long drive as well, where they ended up with that Patrick Mahomes touchdown right near the end or at the end of the first quarter. So it did good. It started off a little slow, but it picked up a little at the end, which is always good. You never know what the Super Bowl is going to be like because it's a long-ass ceremony. You do your warm-ups, and then you do God Bless America. Then you do all this NFL Hall of Fame shit. Then they do the national anthem. They do all this stuff, and you finally get to play. And then the halftime show is like 40 minutes long.
Yeah,
so.
And shout out to 2004 Super Bowl halftime show we had tonight. I mean, when's the last time Shakira made a hit song? I mean, really? What's the you got far better options. I know they got nice asses. Okay, I can Google it right now and look at their asses shake. But it was not a good. I didn't like the halftime show. Sorry, I just didn't like it. I want some actual real musicians.
Alex McCarthy hashtag make space for he hate
I like
me.
The dancing aspect, so
that's fine. Yeah, okay. I can Google right now and watch them shake their
there
ass.
you go, Jeremy. I'll give you a real musician. Now, are you happy for the halftime show?
Let's go.
Jeremy doesn't like women at the halftime show. He'd rather Google their butts.
Sing "Hurt" by Johnny Cash right now.
I need the sheet music. That's all.
That's like Jimmy G. I heard myself today.
Can you imagine? That's a beautiful song. That can't be a halftime show song.
Garth, yes, we are going to be talking professional wrestling here on the show in the very near future.
Wow,
yes,
a lot of requests for that.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Hey, look, and this is what you got to talk to us. What you want to see? If there's enough demand for it, we will make it happen. So you guys just talk to us. Let us know in all the comments of all of our videos. Just spam us. Talk to us. Tell us what you want to see.
Yeah.
So,
Alex, I threw $1 at the TV during the halftime show.
It is true. That is kind of what they do. It seems like so they went on a weird stretch of the Super Bowl halftimes where they had like old ass people. Like they had the Rolling Stones. They had fucking what's his name? Tom Petty. They had Tom Petty play the Super Bowl. Yeah. It was weird. They had Madonna's old ass get out there. Ugh. How old was Madonna compared to Shakira? That's what I wonder.
Yeah, I mean, and then they had what's her name? Lady Gaga a couple years ago. Was it Timberlake last year?
Timberlake was a couple years ago. I think Bruno Mars maybe last year.
That's right. Yeah, and
Bruno Mars done it twice.
Honestly, I'm a huge Justin Timberlake fan, and I didn't think he did a great job at the Super Bowl. I just didn't. He's a great live performer, and I just did not think he wore that weird ass suit. It made no sense. You guys remember that? I was like, what the fuck are you wearing, JT? Like, it was really weird.
I remember that now you said that.
Yeah, dude, that was weird. Let me see if I Google that shit. Like, what the fuck was he wearing? It was so bad.
Crazy. Ryan is an ageist hating on us boomers. Listen, I'm an equal opportunity hater. Let's just be honest. If I feel like it's deserving, I will. And Madonna's halftime show from a couple years ago looked like she walked out of the grave to do it. She could barely move around. She's trying to act all sexy, and it's just like, oh god.
Well, this was in Miami. This was like all the Latin stars from. That's all this was.
Here it is. Like, I mean, look, man, I like my camo boots too, but man, you're rocking the Super Bowl, JT. What the fuck is this? The fuck is that? It's all because he's got that Man of the Woods album bullshit. So he felt like he had to do the theme of that or some shit. Like, that's terrible. Like, I'm a big fan of this dude, but this is fucking terrible. But again, I implement my standards still better than Beyonce. And so,
that's true.
But Jay's performance just now was better than Beyonce. So,
Edmundato, Canadian $2. How dare you hate on the Golden Oldies halftime show? Which one? So I actually didn't mind some of those. I just thought it was a strange thing to bring back like the Rolling Stones when they're all like 70 years old and Tom Petty. It just seemed like weird decisions to me to play in the Super Bowl. Then Ruthie had something for drunk. No, Stop, please, Drunk 3PO. I'll stop being mean to you. Please don't play.
Making that up because she messaged me all the time about playing the guitar and singing to her and all that stuff. So she's just trying to be funny in the chat, but we all see through you, Ruthie. It's okay. It's quite okay. That's quite okay.
That's right, Lyndon Hall. And I said the Mahomes over 300 would be easy money too. But Emmanuel Sanders caught a 19-yard pass. The over was 18.5. And the Brave was 5.5. I told you guys that was low as hell. 5.5 seconds.
Peter's got it right there.
Hey, Lyndon Hall, good job on the edits, man. You were like clipping our show earlier. There you go. Throwing it out on Twitter.
But to be fair, pretty much anything Michael Jackson's ever done is the best. I mean, any performance Michael Jackson has done compared to anybody else's is the best because Michael Jackson is the greatest entertainer ever. And there's nobody even fucking close. And if you try to tell me anybody is close to Michael Jackson, fuck off. Because nobody is close. You can take your Justin Biebers and your BTS and all these other motherfuckers. Nobody's close to Michael Jackson. So get the fuck out. If you try to argue with me, you are objectively wrong and probably retarded. Leave me alone. So it's that simple. So just wanted to be clear. And Janet Jackson is the GOAT female performer. And I refuse to respect Janet Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
He'll say that to the next one that shows her titty too. So.
Well, if in that case, Drunk is probably second because he showed his to me a few times. I didn't ask, but it's just what he does when you meet him in person.
Unsolicited.
It's really nice and smooth. So
Lost Jedi 22 says, other than that, Jeremy has no strong feelings about him.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah. But this game, I don't know how memorable it'll be overall. It's funny because we had a fourth quarter comeback, and I don't feel like we really witnessed anything. I don't feel like it was anything special. It was kind of expected once you saw the way the 49ers started playing down the stretch. And it's kind of strange because if I told you that, in the last, it was going to come down to the last, 2 minutes and they were going to need to score a touchdown to go ahead. And, you would think, oh, what a great Super Bowl. But it just kind of seemed a little lackluster, to be honest.
Yeah, it didn't feel it. All right, let me ask you guys this question. We talked about this in the pregame, and I want chat. I want you to give me your feedback as well too. I don't feel this Super Bowl had this. Like, it's weird to say it didn't have the star power because Patrick Mahomes is a star. He's a big time star, but I feel it didn't have the star power that was really making it feel like the Super Bowl. But also the Kobe situation. Did Kobe's passing? Did it really take you guys out of this? I'm talking to the chat too as well. We kind of discussed this earlier, but for me, the Kobe Bryant situation has kind of affected everything for me in the last week. But definitely the Super Bowl, it's really affected my my anticipation for the Super Bowl. So what do you guys say?
I agree. I didn't even think about it. I didn't even think about the Super Bowl. There was no hype for it. There was no. Yeah, I think Kobe overshadowed everything.
But Tug's actually right, though. I know what you're saying. It didn't, but there really was no hype for the Super Bowl this year, even before the Kobe situation. So,
it's weird with the exception,
combination of it all, just kind of.
With the exception of the 49ers Ravens Super Bowl, where you had Harbaugh versus Harbaugh, the Brother Bowl. With the exception of that, every other Super Bowl for the past 20 years has had either Peyton Manning, Ben Roethlisberger, or Tom Brady in it. And say what you will about those guys and those franchises, but those are superstars. And although Patrick Mahomes is a star, I just don't know if the Kansas City Chiefs, with Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid, really had that same gravitas with them. People are so used to seeing that maybe
if this would have, I will say what would have swung the pendulum for this one would have been Aaron Rodgers versus Patrick Mahomes.
Oh yeah,
because that would have felt like a
Probably.
real like passing of the torch potentially, you know.
Or Garoppolo versus Tom Brady.
That would have been
Yeah.
that would have had major sex appeal
Because
for
they would have
everything.
marketed it like Garoppolo passing his old teacher or stuff. They would have tried to market
this just
something
wasn't
like that.
right. This just wasn't a sexy Super Bowl in terms of like
Yeah.
there wasn't Brady versus Garoppolo would have been huge from a storyline perspective, and Aaron Rodgers versus Mahomes would have been huge.
Or Breeze too.
Or Breeze, but Mahomes is more like it's almost like he's the next level of what Aaron Rodgers is, you know, like Aaron Rodgers, regardless of how much I get frustrated with the hype that he gets by the media, he is probably the most talented quarterback we've ever seen. And Patrick Mahomes might be even better than Aaron Rodgers in a talent perspective. Like I still won't say that Mahomes has the arm that Aaron Rodgers has, but he's got a little more maneuverability than Aaron Rodgers, and he can throw a hell of a dart. So it'll be interesting.
Mahomes can fucking bomb it, man. He can bomb it, and he's got an absolute can. And when he was doing the, he did like before the draft, he went and did something where they were recording his speed with the football. He was throwing like over 60 miles an hour with a football, which is absolute insanity. What were you going to say, Drunk?
How's it? They just brought in the chat that Brady Super Bowl commercial was the biggest troll job.
Yes.
Didn't he post that picture? Like
I made a video about it here on Sports Wars. So,
and everybody was like, "Oh, he's leaving!" Oh, and then it was like,
well,
wow.
I took it as, and I still feel that there was some of this in there. Regardless of how you feel about Brady, you cannot deny that he is one of, and I would say he's easily the smartest quarterback that's ever played the game. But he knew that picture with no caption was going to get people speculating.
Absolutely.
He knew it. He absolutely knew that. And so to even get people talking about that, it also puts more pressure on New England to kind of react. But it was all part of a troll, which again, troll level, man, right on point.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
and then $5 super chat.
Hulu? He did Hulu television. That was his thing.
Yeah. You know, Baker did more TV spots this year than he threw touchdowns for like the first half of the season or some shit. We got a $5 super chat from Ethan Johansson. Why were so many people on their fucking phones? You paid $3,000 to sit on your phone all night, huh? I was on mine at halftime, but that's it. But I'm home.
Oh no.
What's
I'm sorry to interrupt the super chat. We will go back to that. We have some interesting people at Geeks and Gamers. This individual that we're going to show you, he was actually brought on the team by one drunk 3PO. It's just someone drunk knows in person. And he just uploaded something to Twitter. And it's kind of disturbing. It's kind of disturbing. I'm actually I'm not going to share audio because I don't know what the audio is. But let's do a screen share. I haven't watched it all. Well, what can I say? The halftime show inspired me.
Oh no! I never really knew Jesse could dance like this.
Here we go. Hashtag Geeks and Gamers. Hashtag sexiness is back. Hashtag adult content. Hashtag viewer discretion. I don't know if I should play this.
He's naked. I'm just saying. Well,
is he?
Not fully naked. But
I'm sure his belly's showing.
Can I play this?
Yeah, you can play it.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I wouldn't play audio. It's probably got copyrighted stuff.
It's a Geeks and Gamers commercial. I don't think that's copyrighted music, but
okay. All right, here we go.
It's a Geeks and Gamers commercial for our t-shirts. It gets better.
Oh my God, Jesse.
He's been filming that all night instead of watching the Super Bowl. He's filming that all night.
Did you spot the sex appeal? And he's got the Geeks and Gamers shirt.
Oh God. Holy hell. Wow.
Oh no. Oh,
there you go. That's what Geeks and Gamers is all about. That's what it is.
I felt that, man. I felt it.
Did you spot the sexiness? Yeah.
Of course,
so,
he tags me in it, and
that's what you want to see when you're scrolling through Twitter. Geeks and Gamers merch, absolutely. But back to Ethan Johansson's chat. You were unders at halftime, but that's it. But I'm at home. Yeah. Everyone is on their phones all the time. There was a dude who was passed the fuck out, and he was like so politely passed out. He had like his legs crossed. Like,
I did. Yeah.
Listen, when I'm passed out drunk at a place, I am like leaned over, like straight. I am like leaning on the person beside me. That dude very politely was passed out drunk. So respect to him.
I'm gonna find it. I can pull that video right now.
I retweeted it.
I'm on Barstool. Here it is. Barstool's got it. Let me see. Oh, by the way, did you see this is when Jimmy G threw that pick. This is your boy right here that you guys keep hyping up. Look at this. Just closed his eyes. Fuck it, Debo down there somewhere.
that was when he was getting sacked. That was when he was getting sacked, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that was a panic move, man. That was a panic move.
So bad, man. I don't like Jimmy G. I don't like him. I don't think
he threw a bad pick in the divisional round. And since that time, like through the AFC Championship, he had only thrown the ball like 11 or 12 more times.
Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah. There you go. Full screen that thing. Look at this dude. Look how polite he is, passed out drunk at the Super Bowl.
The problem is if you had gotten the original
Twitter's videos suck.
If you did the original tweet, there's more to the story. It's pretty funny.
Is there? Okay.
The guy wakes up and the guy that tweeted it's like, oh man, he's awake. What should I do? Should I delete the video? He's looking at me. It's so funny. Hey, Jesse's in the chat.
Nice. Speaking of Jesse, Crazy Eye Jedi for $2 for Jesse bringing the sexy to Geeks and Gamers.
He's bringing something.
Yeah. Speaking of Justin Timberlake, Jesse's bringing sexy back. Yep. Yeah, right there. Yeah, it's Jimmy Garoppolo. It is sad. The dude just couldn't. All he needed to do was make a couple plays coming down the stretch.
That's it.
He missed a wide open George Kittle over the middle because he was scared to throw over the middle.
He did.
On a third down, like a 3rd and 5, they had to settle for a field goal. That could have been the difference in this game. All he needed to do was make a couple plays, and he would be elevated to the same astronomical level with Kyle Shanahan, this young head coach, and this young quarterback. They're going to keep going. Just kind of like Cooper Kupp, or not Cooper Kupp, what's the name of the Rams quarterback? Jared Goff. Like Jared Goff and Sean McVay kind of were after last year, after their Super Bowl run. Everyone's like, oh my God, this is the next big thing. And they had a shit year.
Here we go, Ryan. Here we go.
Oh, I didn't want me on there. I wanted Drug 3PO on there. God, look at your face, Jeremy. The fuck?
Let's see. I'm sure there's some more. I'll look.
This is what Tua's going to look like in the draft.
Yeah, let's put it both on. RC from the NYC says, Chiefs Nation, me and Drunk got our hats on that we got from RC in the NYC. Bear down, baby. Thank you, RC.
Thank you, RC.
Nice.
Seriously.
Nice. Here's another one, Ryan.
Oh, God.
Oh.
I got that weird. I got that weird stroke look on my face. I don't know where that. They've got that shot from somewhere. It looks like I smell copper or something right now. I definitely look like I'm stroking out. I don't know what's going on.
Real quick, if you guys are new to the channel, if you're watching us, please subscribe. My name is Jeremy, and this is Ryan, and this is Jay. We are part of Geeks and Gamers, also part of Sports Wars. We thank you for tuning in. Please smash the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new. We'd love to have you here, and we would love to hear your feedback as to what type of content you would like to see on the channel. And just really, really appreciate that. So.
It's true. Thank you guys for all being here. We got a good crowd. When a lot of people are talking about Super Bowl right now, we got a good crowd here. So,
yeah, definitely.
RC from the NYC for $5. What's up, Sports Wars? Nice, solid game tonight. I tip my Giants cap to Chiefs Nation. And 10 days until pitchers and catchers report. Yes, I need to make some fucking time and go to spring training. I just have to. I am so busy, but Arizona's only 6 hours away. God, it's 6 hours, a lot of time, but I gotta go there. David Hervey for $5. Jimmy G Nervous tried to pull a Super Bowl Eli Manning, and he pulled a regular season Eli Manning and threw an interception. That is right. But
good.
the thing that Jimmy will always have is he is much more attractive than Eli. The whole Manning family, really, it kind of has that derp look on their face, but Eli's got 2 rings. So
yep.
Go. Crazy Eye Jedi said cover some women's beach volleyball. Can you like email Jeremy and have him send me personally, physically there?
Hey, they do. They actually do that shit. They do that. The AVP tour is all the time at Huntington Beach, California, which is about 2 hours away from my house.
Fort Lauderdale in Miami.
I will go follow around Christy Walsh Jennings. For a while. I'll get an interview with her if that's what needs to happen.
Hey, so if you are here, please, and Tugs and Star Wars for Life, Ruthie is going to drop links in the chat right now. This is our theme park channel, brand new theme park channel. This young, handsome man named Drunk 3PO, if we can get to 1,000 subs by, what'd you say, Tuesday?
Yes.
Or Tuesday, then he will be able to live stream from the parks, and he's going to live stream from Disney World all week. That in Universal all week, but we got to get to 1,000 subs, and that enables you to live stream from your phone, from mobile. Phone. So please subscribe to Park Hoppers, our theme park channel. And I'm gonna keep plugging stuff. So there you go.
Since you criticized me for saying gaming and geeks, I will say it's not Park Hopper, it's Park Hoppin'. Jeremy, it is your channel.
Fuck you.
Just wanted to let you know. Since you were such a fucking dick about it,
away, man. 50 away.
Yeah, make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you guys subscribe to that. The Price is Right reviews for $2. Thank you, sir. Talk about a turnaround game. Congrats, Chiefs. 100%. Congrats, Chiefs. What the fuck am I watching? The Masked Singer has come on.
I know.
On Fox after this.
Like, what is that?
What the hell is going on here?
I will say. I never heard about the Masked Singer before, but I'm a big Chris Daughtry fan, and my daughter calls me and she's like, "Chris Daughtry's the Masked Singer." I'm like, "What the?" I didn't say F to her, but I'm thinking to myself, "What the fuck is a Masked Singer?"
You just spoiled the entire season.
No, that's last season. It's over.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's over. It's over. So it's all over. Yeah. And I'm like, what is a Masked Singer? I don't even know what this is. She goes, "He's the Rottweiler." I'm like, what are you talking about right now, kid? And then I guess they dress up as characters or whatever. So I was like, how did people listen to this and not know this is Chris Daughtry? You know what I mean? Like, I have no idea because he's got a very distinctive voice. But either way, sorry if I spoiled this stupid fucking show for you. Even though the season ended last year. So.
Yeah, I didn't even get it. I just see people like dancing around like furries or something. I'm like, what is going on here? The Dave Filoni fan club meetup or something. I didn't understand.
Hey, I really want to thank everybody for the super chats tonight. Really do appreciate that. It really does help us a lot, and it will. We will definitely. ABC said, "Jeremy, you spoiled it for me. Fuck you."
They're like, we don't get that shit in Australia for another year. God,
that's great. Oh, look at this. The TNA World Beer Drinking Championships. Cover that.
Where is it at? We might participate.
I think me and Ryan need to go to that one.
And there's Tugs in the chat. That is the link to Park Hoppin' with an apostrophe and an exclamation point. Park Hoppin', go check it out. And we really want to get up to that 1,000 subs so we can live stream. And what really needs to happen, Drunk is a big theme park guy. Candace over there is also a theme park girl. They really enjoy that stuff. I want to get on that channel and provide my own perspective because I fucking hate theme parks. It is like the absolute worst thing you could possibly imagine.
I want to take Ryan to Legoland. together.
I'm a fucking smash everything that's up there if I don't like it, because I hate theme parks because it is everything that I hate about life. There's too many people in this world, and you got to be next to a bunch of them. It's hot and sweaty. People are smelly. You got to pay $1 million. You got to pay $22 for some crappy soggy fries. You got to wait in line an hour for a ride that's probably going to make you sick and that your kid doesn't even like. Your kid's going to barf or something.
Boy, he's doing a great job. I think we're losing subs on park hopping right now. So
listen. Tell me, guys. 1 in the chat if you want to see me bitch about theme parks. 2 in the chat if you want to see Drunk 3PO talk about how much he loves theme parks. There you go.
So you have to do it together, man. It's a together thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We need a little bit of balance. Angry, white male rage. Yes, absolutely. Saturday Night Live was correct.
Theme parks are good.
We just got a bunch of numbers, guys. 1, 1, 1, 1. Alex McCarthy says 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Got it both. 2, 2, 1 and 2, 1. I think I'm winning so far. Come on. I think the ones have it, right? Either the ones or the boths. And RC says, you hate parks. The Knott's Berry Farm is just for you. I have been to Knott's Berry Farm. It's okay.
We're only 39 away from 1,000 subs. Wow, we're almost there.
Nice. That's awesome.
We'll make it.
But back to the game a little bit. I'm watching ESPN post game, and I see Andy Reid here with his wife talking to Chris Berman and Steve Young.
Really, I got Garoppolo on.
I'm on ESPN, so
that's what I'm all on Sports Center. It's got Garoppolo looking sad.
Well, I'm sure he does look sad. Because he fucking lost the game for the 49ers. They had it in the bag and he couldn't do anything. So, but again, just got to feel good for Andy. After all he's been through, and basically everybody calling him a choker for literally his entire career, for him to finally, get this team together. They made the Chiefs made a bold move to do what they did and get Patrick Mahomes. They traded up in the draft unexpectedly to get this guy called Patrick Mahomes, who had a great arm, but people didn't really know a ton about him other than that. And made a decision after Alex Smith was having a career year, made a decision to basically start Patrick Mahomes. And a lot of people questioned it, said, what you have in Alex Smith. He's a conservative guy, but he's not really going to lose you games. And they said, no, we want Patrick Mahomes. And you saw exactly what this offense is capable of when Patrick Mahomes is in the driver's seat. So congrats to Andy Reid. Alex Smith is in Washington, lucky to be living after the horrific leg injury he had. Poor dude. I feel bad for him.
Yep, definitely. But yeah, I am happy for Andy Reid, and as we talked about earlier in the show, that's the real thing that I have any real vested interest in this game. Because again, I was going to have problems with the narrative that the media was going to run with, regardless of who won the Super Bowl. But really happy for Andy Reid, because Andy Reid, this is a legacy changer. I mean, he goes from someone that could never get it done to now he has a Super Bowl, and now that's going to just elevate his entire resume. Now
you're right.
He's gonna be remembered as and let me just be clear, this dude still got Patrick Mahomes as his quarterback right now. He may win a few more Super Bowls in the next 5 years and go down as considered one of the all-time greatest coaches ever, all because of this one moment right here that's going to shift the entire pendulum of his legacy. This is how big this is. I mean, this is what it comes down to. This is Jim Kelly and Marv Levy. You know what I mean? 4 Super Bowls. Nobody thinks about them as some of the greats ever because they lost 4 straight Super Bowls. You give them 2 of those, you give them 1 of those even, or you give them 3 or 4 of those. Think about how that narrative changes to them in the all-time great discussions. It's just, so.
Yeah, and he goes from us arguing about what happens, 5 years after he retires to now he's a surefire Hall of Famer, in my opinion. And that wouldn't have been the case. That would not have been the case had he not won this Super Bowl for sure. So.
Yeah, no. The good Tom King says he's always been a great coach. I think I think nobody's disputing that. It's. I'm talking about the legacy aspect of it. How the perception of him now shifts because he has a ring. It's just that's how easily the legacy argument can shift. And that's where we're at with this. I mean, look at John Elway. John Elway, late in his career, won 2 Super Bowls, not because necessarily John Elway either. Okay. It was because of TD, Terrell Davis. But John Elway had a great running game. They managed to win a couple of Super Bowls, and, that shifted the argument to where he could have been Dan Marino, but he turned into, one of the all-time greats. And again, Dan Marino is an all-time great, but without that Super Bowl, that affects how he's, that affects how people perceive him.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%. I see them. Sal Palantonio's talking to Patrick Mahomes. I don't have it sound on, or else I could hear his dumb Kermit the Frog voice. But $5 super chat from Ethan Johansson. Any of you give a crap about NASCAR? I'm trying to care, but it's just so bland now.
I used to be obsessed with NASCAR. This was years and years ago. I used to watch every practice, every qualifying. I would watch pre-race, post-race. I would watch everything on Speed Channel. I even back to when it was Speed Vision. I was obsessed with NASCAR. Once Tony Stewart kind of had his accident and it kind of changed him, I kind of started losing interest in it. And then it really started to become way too commercialized. And it got to the point where I could not recognize any of the drivers in terms of their cars, because sponsors kept changing every week. Car numbers were changing, and it's just unrecognizable now. I can't stand to watch NASCAR anymore. The only thing that's good about NASCAR is Kyle Busch, because he pisses people off. But I don't watch NASCAR anymore. It's hard to watch. 1, 2, Earnhardt, 4, 5, 6. That's right. Hologram nunchuck.
This is it. Chiefs' second Super Bowl. That's it. They won Super Bowl 1.
They won the first one against the Packers.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep. And they haven't been there since.
50 years. 50 years in the making. That's what they're saying.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say, 50 years, 100th season of NFL football, a big season for the NFL. Had some distractions along the way with fucking idiots like Antonio Brown, who's now coming out and apologizing for his actions. I'm sure it's only going to be a couple days before he has another incident. But for now,
he's a Florida man.
He is a Florida man, yeah. But for now, he's apologizing.
Chiefs is only the second team to come back from a double-digit deficit in the final 7 minutes in a Super Bowl.
In the 7? Really?
They trailed by 10 points. They're just doing like bullet points.
Yeah. They're doing the LeBron stats stuff now, where they just invent shit to make things seem greater and better.
They did come back. So they came back from 24 down in the divisional round. They came back from 10 down in the championship, and they came back from 10 down in the Super Bowl. So yeah, for sure. Let's see.
Chiefs won Super Bowl 4 over the Vikings. So this is their.
Okay, let's talk about that. That first Super Bowl wasn't a Super Bowl, correct? That was the NFL championship.
Yeah.
The first 2 Super Bowls were Green Bay Packers, and Green Bay played Kansas City in the first Super Bowl. Bart Starr was quarterback. Roll motherfucking Tide, because that's an Alabama motherfucking quarterback. Just want to say. So I think the Packers. But are they retroactively calling that a Super Bowl or something?
I think so. Let's check. Let's see. List of Super Bowl champs. Oh man, this is gonna take a second. All right. Yep. So Super Bowl 1, Green Bay Packers and Kansas City Chiefs. Right there, and that's when the Kansas City Chiefs lost. Yeah. So then Kansas City Chiefs in Super Bowl. So yes. There's subtext under there. The first 4 Super Bowls were AFL NFL World Championship games. So it wasn't until 1970, which was the Kansas City Chiefs and Minnesota Vikings, where it was first called the Super Bowl. But they did retroactively date them. So,
okay.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah. Let me see. Okay.
I'm looking at the attendance. Holy shit. Super Bowl 11, there was 103,000 people there. Damn. That's crazy.
That is. Let me see here.
Oh, Linden Hall is like
Huh?
What?
Let you know. Fuck you. Just wanted to let you know.
Oh, is that Jeremy?
All
Is that
over
Jeremy?
Twitter, man. Like they're like all over Twitter.
Oh,
Retweet it so I can find it, drunk.
Hold on. You tagged in it. All right.
If you follow, like I've gotten my
boss.
I've made my notifications now to where if you aren't following me, I don't get your notification because my notifications are so out of control.
I got you.
we've got Schemes and Scammers. I love that name. For Australian, $2. Interesting that it's Australian. Schemes and Scammers. Super Bowl sucks. American sport isn't real.
It's an Australian $2. So
Exactly. Jeremy's not even paying attention.
All right, hang on. All right, I'm retweeting, man. All right, what's up?
We got Schemes and Scammers in the chat. Australian $2. Super Bowl sucks. American sport isn't real. And I will say I have a nice Schemes and Scammers sticker. So I do appreciate it. I'm probably going to put it on my car, maybe. I don't know.
Where did you get that from?
Schemes and Scammers sent it to me.
Nice. That's what's up. Thanks,
Absolutely. Lethal. It ain't lethal.
I know.
And there's Mary with some hearts in chat. What's up, Mary?
What's up, Mary Mayhem?
And there you go. Ethan Johansson, the Chiefs won Super Bowl 4 against my Vikings. There you go. Which was the first one to actually be called the Super Bowl. So that's what we found out. I don't even know how you read them all, Jeremy. I think you meant to say I didn't even know you read, Jeremy. I believe that's what that was intended to be. Well, what do you guys, real quick, what do you guys think of the Marvel trailer for the MCU shows? The commercial.
I didn't mind it.
I didn't watch it close enough to have an opinion.
Oh, well, when you see it again, the WandaVision show looks fucking dumb.
It looks a little weird.
It looks like they're in a sitcom. It looks like you're on a fucking acid trip, the whole thing. It looks really stupid. Not looking forward to that at all. I didn't really know much about it other than it was supposed to be a little weird. I have less than zero interest in that show now. But the other ones were fine. But yeah, there you go. What the fuck was WandaVision? Exactly, Lost Jedi. Exactly. But there you go. We'll probably get to wrapping up soon here. We've been going an hour. We've had a great crowd here, guys. This is freaking awesome. But kind of final thoughts. You know, Jay, you can go ahead and go first. What are your thoughts about the Super Bowl? What will you remember from it? And what do you take away?
I remember that I did say that Patrick Mahomes would score the first touchdown. He'd run it in.
I remember you also before that saying that the Chiefs special teams would score.
But then, like, you can't change your mind. Can't change your mind before the game. That's all I'm saying. No. Oh my gosh! Wow. Wow. I thought. I mean, yeah, I wasn't. If it wasn't for Twitter, I don't think I would have enjoyed the Super Bowl as much. To be honest with you, I thought Twitter made it more interesting this year. So
that's true.
We were all like tweeting and like arguing and talking. That stuff makes me fun. That makes it fun. So So I enjoyed that. I really loved what Barstools did. They had like their whole crew.
That's our inspiration to become Barstool Sports. Gamers to become
they have their whole
Sports.
Crew sitting in big lounge chairs eating crap and watching the game while they were live streaming the whole thing.
The only thing I would criticize is too many women talking. That was my criticism about that live stream. In general,
watching, man.
Yeah, so that's what I would say. So none of that. But luckily, we
can't have that opinion, Ryan. You cannot have that opinion.
Oh yeah, hey Jeremy, you know what we should do on Sports Wars? We should make space for women in Sports Wars. What do you think?
Fuck that stupid campaign. So dumb. I'm so tired of this political propaganda. Like women don't have opportunities already. Like there aren't prominent women voices, and like there's like men actively holding women back. No, what is it? Oil of Olay? Is that who it is? Do they have like fucking or whatever they are? Fucking like all of your men executives are banging hookers on the road behind their wives' backs. So fuck all of you. Okay,
they're using like Olay lotion.
Fuck all of you. Fuck all of you at the Olay company, and all the men executives that claim that they respect women are banging hot hookers with their big time millions of dollar paychecks that they make, making you think they give two fucks about you because they don't. So fuck all of you.
There you go.
But other than that, I don't have an opinion on it.
Yeah.
So.
Or anyone who doesn't like Michael Jackson. Same.
Grand Admiral. Well, you should have heard me. We were on the phone talking about Kobe the other day, and Jeremy's like, it kind of reminded me of when Michael passed. And I was like, well, I mean, I don't really give a shit about Michael Jackson. She's like, well, I do. Like, yeah.
Tug said the number of people watching when I started bitching about these fucking CEOs that want to pretend they give two fucks about women when they don't. They're all fucking Harvey Weinstein, fucking pieces of shit. So anyway, other than that, sorry for cussing. Fuck you if you didn't like it though.
That's true. Yeah, it's the whole
ABC
game on Proctor.
ABC says hashtag Michael Jackson was innocent. Damn right, he is innocent.
I really think he is. Yeah, Razor Fist really fucking opened my eyes to so much of that shit that was going on. I was always a little skeptical about it, but if you haven't watched Razor Fist's like talking about the Michael Jackson trial, the Michael Jackson saga, I would highly recommend doing that, and it might hashtag change your mind. So, leaving Neverland is propaganda. Oh. It went back up. That's good.
That's what she said.
But Jeremy, what are your takeaways other than making space for women is for soy boys?
Really my takeaway is that Jimmy Garoppolo, if he looked like Nick Foles, nobody would give a fuck about him. And that's really my closing thoughts on it right there. If Jimmy G looked like Nick Foles, nobody would give a fuck about him.
I mean, the thing is, Nick Foles got a Super Bowl ring.
Nick Foles,
and ironically, Nick Foles is the dude who has hot bitches be chanting, "Nick Foles dick in my mouth, Nick Foles dick in my mouth." Now Jimmy G's gonna have to start paying people. I think those porn stars maybe ain't gonna be so keen. They might try to maybe drive down south a little bit, maybe see what Jared Goff is up to now.
Big Nick, man.
But yeah, and then for me, like I said, I'm gonna remember as Andy Reid getting the start of Patrick Mahomes. What could be a long run, I guess we'll see here.
Look at that kid. Look at that comment. Look at the account.
Arrogant mother trucking Jeremy. Nick Foles sucks.
What the heck?
With Jeremy as a bodybuilder.
What?
Yeah.
What did they get that one picture where he's like super smiling in them glasses, man? He never smiles, but they found one.
Oh, so
it's
good. So good. I know
That's
it.
true.
It's so good. So good.
There you go. But yeah, Nick Foles has a ring and millions of dollars and doesn't have to do anything. He didn't even win a game last year.
I think I'm going to make a video on Sports Wars. If Jimmy G looked like Nick Foles, nobody would give a fuck about him. I'm going to title it that too. Not fuck,
God.
obviously. But
And do one with like Nick Foles just looking really like what's the movie?
Napoleon Dynamite?
Really Napoleon Dynamite like. Make it like that side by side. All right, sounds good. Hey guys, thanks for watching. We had a great crowd here. The chat is awesome. Thank you for all the super chats. Thank you for the likes, the subscribes, the shares, everything. We are very appreciative, and we are going to keep this shit going. We've had a great run on Sports Wars. Go ahead, Jeremy.
Just want to one more time. I want to plug this channel. Park hopping. Let me refresh.
Oh, you got the name right that time.
We are sorry. So we are 38 subs away from 1,000. We need to hit 1,000. That way, Jay Drunk 3PO can live stream from his phone in the parks, and he's going to do that this week if we can hit 1,000 subs. So please subscribe, spread the word, tell your moms, boyfriends, tell your people, tell everybody, tell your girlfriends.
What do you mean your
also.
people?
So whoever you need to tell. If you are a soy boy and you're watching this, make sure to tell your girlfriend's boyfriend about Park Hopping. If you are a fan of The Last Jedi, make sure to tell your girlfriend's boyfriend about this channel. He's gonna want to tune in. And
I'm metrosexual, apparently. So if you like metrosexual men.
Is that just when you're gay and live in the city? Is that what that
I don't know
means?
what that. I don't know. It means I have a better dress code than you. That's what.
There you go. Well, you're either wearing your gear or Geeks and Gamers gear, so I don't know about
Well,
that.
I have
but,
to. It's in my contract, man. I have to.
Hey, Jay Rickman 8's got it. That should be Drunk's line right there.
Park Coppin. We need an intro for the channel.
You get a free t-shirt
right there.
friend. You get a free t-shirt.
We need an intro to the channel that has like Park Hoppin light up and then Drunk 3PO's icon. It just being Park Hoppin, panties dropping, Park Hoppin, panties dropping.
Listen, Jay Rickman 8, I want you to email Jay. Do you have a public email that you can give out, like for business purposes?
Drunk.
No. 3PO. Well, I'm saying, do you have it like your Patreon? Just email ddaycobra@gmail.com. Okay, give me your shipping information. I'm mailing you a Geeks and Gamers shirt for that comment right there. Park hopping, panties dropping. That is going to be the drunk. We're gonna make a T-shirt with Jay's face on it with his Jurassic Park hat, sunglasses, and it's gonna be like Park hopping, panties dropping. That's it right there.
Yeah, we need to get a sick beat in the background. I think that'd be great.
I would wear that to the parks. Probably get kicked out, but that's okay.
That's all right. It'll be worth it because theme parks fucking suck. So
I wear it to Legoland with all the little kids. Like, what does that mean, Mom?
All right, ABC. I know you're watching. I need a meme. I need a meme of Jay with his hat and sunglasses, and the caption needs to be Park hopping, panties dropping right there.
ABC, make sure in the background, if you have a bunch of women that looks like your panties dropping, make sure somewhere there's also a metrosexual looking man that is also dropping his panties. That would be my favorite part.
Look at Party on Sparty's super chat.
Wait,
I don't see. Oh, here we go. Party on Sparty 18. That White House buffet gonna be lit with Andy Reid. That's why, man. He saw that gourmet McDonald's, that Chick-fil-A, that Taco Bell, that Burger King. He saw what the Patriots got last year, and Andy Reid's like, "Oh shit, it's time to do this."
It's gonna be lit.
This might be the best Sports Wars stream we've ever had. This has been fantastic. This has been really good.
Like, Mr. President, reserve 2 seats for me, please. He was ready to go. That is perfect. I can't believe we didn't think of that. Oh man.
So good.
That should be your next video.
That was great right there. So
Andy Reid being excited. We could do our own deep fake with Andy Reid excited to go to the White House. Oh shit.
It's just people just keep asking about the Super Bowl and he just keeps talking about Big Macs and shit.
That'd be hilarious.
That'd be perfect.
Someone's gonna steal that idea.
It's Ask Collider. They're primarily deep fakes now.
Yeah,
so
that's true. Sports is though over there. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's true.
But hey, thank you guys. We're gonna wrap this up. Thanks for being with us. If you have not, please subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to Sports Wars.
Andy Reid's on the podium now.
That's cool. Yeah, you must be watching like old weird replays or something. You're on a different channel. Maybe on ESPN 2. But maybe. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Jimmy G is a weak ass bitch. He lost the game for the 49ers. Patrick Mahomes MVP. And we will talk to you guys next time. Peace.